Alright, so I'm still out here fucking with this car. I took like a week off. But anyway, so I don't even know where I was in the last clip. But basically I'm fighting a short. Anytime I stepped on the brake pedal, boom, 20 amp fuse in the underdash fuse box would blow. The only thing that fuse controls is the horn and the cruise control stuff. So I don't really care about the horn too much. And this car doesn't have cruise control. So what I decided to do is, this is the original plug for the brake light switch. I'm just bypassing this altogether. Leave it alone. There's no 20 amp fuse in the fuse box right now. So what I did was, off the 2000 harness, I cut this plug off. So I'm feeding power directly from the fuse box up here. There's a 20 amp inline fuse here. Comes around into the white and green. And then there was 2 wires on the 2000 that came out this one. I got one going to the JDI. And then I have one going to the 16 pin connector. I did snip the green wire with the white stripe. That's the only cut wire on this harness right now. So if I plug this brake light switch in, press it like the pedal is not the press, step on the brake pedal, got brake lights now. So also JDI works. Give it a second, it should work. No coolant in the car because no radiator. But I swapped the map sensor out and it's running a lot better. I have throttle and everything now. So it took a little while to figure that out, but I believe that's how I'm going to wire the car back up. So I got a ton of cleaning up to do. I got to put the steering wheel bracket back in and just clean up this huge mess. This was a big pain in the ass to deal with. I really don't know what happened with that circuit. I mean, it could have been a problem from the car that I originally took it off of, but we're making progress. So once I button all this back up, I will get the radiator hoses I need to go to the heater core. And then I'll just drop the radiator in and we can let this car fully warm up. I don't want to do it in the garage though, because this thing was smoking pretty bad, but since I swapped that map sensor, I'm pretty good. And I gotta remember to disconnect my brake light switch or it'll kill the battery. I always forget to pick the camera up, but basically I'll put all this stuff back together. I have my harness. This is the inline fuse, constant power here. This green wire right here is the output of the brake switch, and that wire right there is the input. So I have brake lights again. I tested the JDI. I don't know if I showed that in the last clip. This works. So I decided to come into the engine bay and start fooling around here. Got the radiator in. Still have to connect up the overflow. Have to wire all this up. This is for the VTEC stuff. Don't worry about that. Or the battery cable stuff, because I'm not sure where the battery's going yet. If I'm going to make a bracket and stick it down here or put it in the trunk. Still got to figure that out. I'm working on putting the heater core stuff on now. Still got to connect this line, but I'm probably going to have to take these 2 -10s off to get the clip on there. And that's basically where I'm at right now. All right, so I pulled the VTEC wires into the car. They're kind of loomed right now. Just left this exposed so I can see what colors is which. You can see the harness is there. It's plenty of length. Pulled the dash out, cleaned this up really good. Got 6 years of dirt and grime off of it. So I will be putting the dash in the car probably tomorrow, because the dash could be in the car without the headliner and stuff in, so kind of make it look a little bit more complete. I do have a late model climate control. I believe the dash is like that, or a late model. I think it's solid for like 94, 95. But either way, I have both. This interior is coming along pretty good. I forget how good the Integra dash looks, considering I don't have it in the other car. It's just the PCI dash, but this thing flows really nice. I put the top piece on that's just sitting there until I figure out that brace situation. I did stick the glove box on here. I did find a blower motor harness, but there's one plug on there. I'm not 100% sure what it goes to. It's a 2-pin. Found a little trim piece to fill that gap. Went and hung out with some friends today. Took the Integra out, so didn't really get too far on this. Not as far as I wanted to get this weekend, but hey, some progress is better than no progress. Been debating on whether I should do the headliner and like suede or whatever, but that's just another hassle, because then I gotta figure out how to take the sunshade, the piece that slides back and forth, out to wrap that, because it would look super silly with this, and this being black and then the shade just being this grayish color. So I may just throw all the interior in as is, just clean it up. I mean, I've been wiping most of this stuff down as I go along because it's super dusty. I mean, this stuff's been sitting in bins, wiring, tons of parts over here. And since I've had so many Integras, it's like 1, 2, 3, 4. So as I'm going through this stuff, I'm picking up the stuff that's the least scratched up. So I have tons of stuff here, all these boxes. So I got a lot of stuff to do still. But all right, so that's pretty much going to wrap this up. I got a ton of stuff to do, so I've been trying to keep up with these videos. I put the first one out. I have the second one. I'm trying to edit that right now. I'll get this one out shortly thereafter. I'm going to set a goal for myself to have this car running and on the road by the end of September, based off of what I have to do to get it tagged, because in Maryland they changed the law for historic tags, where it used to be any car that was at least 20 years old could be tagged historic, but there's so many people riding around here every day on historic tags, they switched the law. 2000 and newer aren't eligible. So hopefully this car is eligible for what they call street rod tags. That's 25 years old, which this car is. So I don't know, I gotta go up to the motor vehicles and check what that is. But anyway, if you like the progression that we are getting done, throw a thumbs up, leave a comment, show some love. But until next time, like, comment, subscribe, and I'll check you guys in the next one.